Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Influential Woman Summit 2023 and the release of the Her Fire magazine, the Influential Woman edition. Look, I have some amazing women that was featured in this magazine that are the top 10, no, the world's top 20 influential women. These women are moms, they are entrepreneurs, they are ministers, they are leaders. There are women that are influencing people all over the world. And I'm so super excited to bring these 20 women to you. These women were handpicked. They are doing their thing in the world. They are impacting women all over the world. They have given their life as a service to help other people around them become the best versions of themselves. So without no further ado, I'm going to bring the first woman to the stage so she can introduce herself. And Alesah Richardson. So tell us about this magazine feature and what it means to you.
Oh my gosh. First of all, I want to thank you, AB, the girl on fire, for providing the platform for us women. Thank you so much. Thank you for answering the calling. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So I'm just so highly appreciated for you for being able to be in your circle, your space, and it just absorb your good energy, honey.
See, this is why she was handpicked to be the world top influential women because she have this energy that is magnetic, this presence about herself that have really helped people change all over the world. So, Coach Lee, in your own words, what does it mean to be a woman of influence?
In my own words, my view, my opinion, it means to be someone that's willing to take a stand, to be a leader, to guide, to transform lives, and to know that you're doing it from the kindness of your heart. You're not doing it expecting anything in return. You're doing it because that's part of your calling. You're doing it because that's something that God poured in you to assist other women and be the light so they can know where to go and to guide them along the path. That's my opinion on it. And with it, I look at you as being very influential. Yes. So it's like you guide me, you inspire me, and I thank you so much for allowing me to also shine my light too for other women. Thank you.
See, you got look, you're gonna make me cry. We just started this. You're gonna make me cry. I'm very appreciative, and women like you is what makes me great, right? Women like you pull the greatness and all the magic, the woman, the feminine energy, all of that is because of women such as yourself. So thank you for even allowing me to pour into you and to be in your space in this time and in this season. So thank you. So
Thank you.
what I want you to do is I want you to take about 5 minutes and I want you to give them some nuggets of a woman that is working on becoming this influential woman and what she needs to do in your own words. So at this time, the floor is yours.
Thank you. So let me properly introduce myself. I am Alesah, the world's #1 self-love master trainer that uses a holistic approach. And for that, I'm also known as Coach Lee. It's me. So with all that being said, I also want to say that when it comes to you embracing and embarking in this journey of being an influential, being someone that's willing to take the stand, be the leader, you have to do the inner work first. You have to know that it's so important to work within you, to work on you. And just thinking you could show up and be like, let me take lead, let me do all this for everyone else, and not doing it for you, where would you really be properly leading them? So my opinion, my suggestion, my nugget is to dive deep within yourself. Hashtag me first is really all about knowing you wholeheartedly, loving all on you in a space of embracing the good, the bad, the ugly, knowing that you are willing to accept every ounce of you and willing to go deep within yourself. When I say go deep within yourself, meaning being able to face those inner childhood traumas that you felt as though you left behind, was like, oh, I'm good. I'm thriving in my career. I'm married, kids. I'm going to tell you a little secret about that. You could be making millions of dollars. You can be at the top of your career, and then something is going to trigger to bring it up from them past traumas that you did not properly heal from. And that could have everything that you thought you built come crumbling down. So in order for you to even thrive and grow, it's so important to make sure that you're growing with inward first. Grow inward so you're able to grow outward. And when you are building your tribe, and it's not even about building a tribe, because it could be that you're not even expecting to build a tribe, and so many people are just pointing to you, just going towards your energy, because that's what you're putting out there into the atmosphere. That's what you're putting out there. It's like, this is what I have. This is who I am. Coming in and showing out as your true, authentic self. Embracing your feminine energy as well. Yes, you have to embrace your feminine energy and knowing what it is, what it feel like, how it look to you, regardless of what any other person may think. What does that look and feel like to you? What it is within yourself that's going to assist you for growth, for higher. Always strive for that higher within. And as you're striving for that higher within, you will be amazed of how many people it's like, oh my gosh, I needed you. I just have to be around you. I need what you have. I'm willing to accept what you have to give so I can learn from that. And I'm telling you now, you have to also be willing to accept the process. The process, honey, is going to be difficult. It's going to be days when you just want to give up and say, this is not what I signed up for. At the same time, it's part of your calling. It's part of who you are. We are all given gifts, and being able to embrace those gifts, being able to walk into your purpose, being able to turn your mess into your message. Thank you, Coach AB. And coming at it in your truth, knowing I'm standing in my truth, is a leader. Is a leader. And it's coming and showing that you're okay when you have bad days, and you're embracing that moment, you're embracing that period, and you're not letting it take the whole best of you. You're embracing that moment, recognizing what is going on with that, recognizing all of this, and saying, you know what? I am worthy. I am enough. I got this. This is something that's way bigger than me. It's higher than myself, and I know I can strive for it. And that alone is loving on you, loving all on you. It's knowing that you have something bigger and higher, and you're willing to do the inner work. You're willing to step inside inward, heal, nurture all of that, love on yourself along the way, and standing in your truth. I hope I answered the question. You and me.
OMG. I absolutely love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. And one of the things that I've learned in everything that you said is what I believe, I personally believe about influence. One can't influence somebody else if they can't influence themselves. Like,
Yes.
I can't impact you and empower you when I have not done that for me. When you talk about that, you feel, and many other women feel that I'm their example, it's because I like to mirror what I've done for me onto other women, because I know who I am now and all the things that I'm gonna say that I took myself through and what God took me through to be this woman I am today, so that I can be in this space to bring forth other powerful women, to bring forth other influential women and pull that out of you. And then now I get the opportunity during this space to highlight these women that are influential as well, that have something to say, and you are a part of that. You are a part of history being made, being Her Fire magazine. Like, You are
Wow.
you are a
I,
part of history. You are a part of my dream. You are a part of the things that I've cried for, that I had to struggle for, to bring forth to life, to birth through. You are a part of
thank you. Thank you for allowing me to be part of that. Thank you so much. Thank
it. And I'm so very honored that I get the opportunity to say the Her Fire magazine featured Alesah Richardson as the world's top 20 influential women.
Oh my gosh. Just to hear that is just like
Like, just to hear that I have a magazine is like, I mean, who would have ever
mm, mm, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much.
ever thought? Who would have ever thought that I would have my own magazine? That who would have ever thought that me walking through the stores as a kid, seeing magazine racks, looking to say, oh, I would love to be in a magazine one day. I never thought that I could have and publish my own magazine. Like, who would have ever thought?
Right. And
For me, and the thing, when people always ask, who is your hero? I can't think of one person but myself.
and that's powerful. That's powerful.
Because only I know what I went through to
Yes.
be who I am today. Only I know what I secretly struggled with. Only I know what tormented me. Only I know the pain that I bear. And for me to still say that I'm still driven by purpose, I'm still driven to help other women to shine. What better hero in my life that I have other than me?
Exactly.
I,
Exactly.
I never turn my back on me. I never get up on me.
Mm,
I never talked down at me, but I always looked up to me because I
yes.
knew that there was a better version, a higher version that was more powerful than any situation that I've been in, the Emily, any place of homelessness I've been in, the any place of hunger, physical hunger that I've been in. Being
Yeah.
without lights, being without water and lights and gas in a house with me and my children, and I'm still burning with purpose.
See how that fire started, y'all? It for her had to walk through some flames to birth out some stuff.
And to
Walk
say that I'm on a mission to ignite her fire.
Yes. Yes. You had to go through all them flames.
all that. Woo!
All those flames and that fire shaped you as the woman you are, and you still got more you reaching higher for.
Still have more. Let me tell you, you see why Coach Lee is one of the world's top influential women. because of this right here. I mean, it's just simply amazing. So look, Coach Lee, thank you so much, so much. And if you have time, we'll bring you back on at the end. I have some other amazing women that is waiting to come forth to bring us words of empowerment. So thank you so much. You be blessed, and be blessed.
Thank you a million trillion times. It's just words really cannot even thank you enough, because it's just like when I tell you the alignment of us being connected is phenomenal, and we will forever be connected.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. I love you. I love you, Coach Lee. We'll see you.
Love you even more.
See, let me tell you, these women are simply amazing. I'm going to go ahead and bring up this next amazing woman to the stage. So, Catherine Mitchell is on the stage, another amazing, the world's top 20 women, influential women. Let me tell you something. This Catherine Mitchell right here, woo, she got the red hair. She say, I'm ready. I'm ready. I'm ready. I'm ready. I'm ready. So look, I am so honored to have you. So tell the people, what does an influential woman mean in your own words?
Oh, wow. An influential woman, in my own words, means someone that's owning it. She's taking a stage and she's doing her. And she's making history. She's making a difference in the world. She's impacting millions and millions of people across the world and just touching so many lives and just not only just changing other people's lives, but also she's changing her own life as well, going through the process of being who God has called her to be. So to me, an influential woman is just someone who's just making an impact into the world.
She said it, she said it, she said it. Look, I am so honored to call you my student, my client, my sister, and my friend. I am honored you was handpicked to be a part of this monumental feature of the world's top 20 influential women. So I thank you for who you are in this world. I thank you for stepping up to the plate and say, yes, Lord, you can use me to influence the people around me. So I want to thank you.
You're welcome. My pleasure.
Awesome. So, what I want you to do is take about 5 minutes, let the people know in your own words how they can tap into that influential place and just empower them and show them how amazing that they are as influential women. The stage is yours.
Okay. To be that influential woman, you have to first you have to first you have to begin with yourself. You have to go through those trials and tribulations in order to be able to be that best version of yourself so that you can help somebody else to be that best version of themselves freely. And my first step is that I always like to go with letting go and forgiveness. Letting go and forgiveness is the first key to being that best version of yourself in order to be able to influence somebody else, because you can't help somebody to be the best version of themselves if you have not gone through that process of being the best version of yourself. So that is what I will want to encourage somebody, is to let go of that past, forgive whoever has done you wrong, and begin to start working on yourself as an individual, as a person, as a mother, as a woman of God, or whatever that it may be that God has called you. Begin to start working on yourself and caring about yourself, your well-being, and just being who God called you to be. That's what I would want to encourage somebody, to be the best version of themselves.
And what other way didn't you just be yourself and be who you are? For me, that's influential in itself. It's in itself. In itself. Any other words? Tell people what you do in the world, who you are in the world.
Well, I am Catherine B. Mitchell. I'm also known as a transformed survivor. I am a certified coach. I'm a Fire Girl coach at that, and a Fire Girl speaker. And what I do, I coach women and help them to overcome the fears and attend to the inner little girl that is desperately starving for attention from strangers. So I help them create the life that they love, the same way as I've done. I've learned to create the life that I love. So that's what I'm here to do. I'm helping you to create the life that you love, the life that you deserve to live. You're worthy of having a great life. God has intended for us to live a great life more abundantly with purpose. And so that is my job, is to get you there.
Awesome, awesome. I thank you for what you do, how you're helping women. I love your story. We connected instantly when we first met. You will always have a place in my heart, and I am forever grateful that you are the world's top 20 influential women. What does that mean to you?
Ooh, you're gonna make me cry. um, that means a lot to me. It makes me feel that my trials and tribulations didn't go in vain. It makes me feel that I was able to overcome my fears, my doubt, feeling of disappointment and sadness. It was all worthy. It makes me feel that I finally accomplished something. It makes me feel, it makes me feel important. It makes me feel love. It makes me love myself even more. Um, and it also makes me feel like my daughters and my granddaughter can have someone that they can look up to and say that if my mom can go through the things that she's going through, I can do it too.
Yeah.
And not feel like I can't do it, or I have to quit, or I'm not good enough. This is for them. And so for them to also transpire down to the next generation to come. I want my granddaughters, my nieces, my daughters, especially my daughters too, and women all over the world, you know. I feel good. Like sometimes I have to pinch myself, and I think about all the times that we had the coaching sessions and how you will make me cry and make me say things. And I'm like, I'm just so grateful that you believed in me, you pushed me, and you made me see the ugly side. But the ugly side, you said, will bring the best out of me. And we have to go through the ugly stage in order to get to the beauty of what we're looking for and what we deserve. And so I'm trying not to cry, but I thank you, Angela, for that so much. I think about you all the time and how we had those coaching sessions and how it affected my life of who I am today. I'm who I am today because of you. I'm coming out of the shyness, but I've came a long way because of you. I can say that. I'm definitely am not the same person I was.
Oh, no. You are definitely not the same woman I met back in 2000, what, 17, 18? No, you're not, you're not. And I am proud of you. I want you to know that I am so very proud of you and for you. The woman that you are and the woman you're evolving into, I'm proud to know you. I'm proud to share this space with you. I'm proud to say I'm your coach, that God seen it fit for me to be your coach, your trainer. For me, it's like, God, you send me the people, the greatest, the most influential people to help bring that to the forefront. Those that are things that other people did not see, that other people looked over. He chose me to do it, and I'm forever grateful. And I thank you for opening up that space to allow me to come in to do what God called me to do. So I thank you. Oh, we are having a time. These are some amazing women that God led me to handpick to be a part of the world's top influential women. This is history in the making in itself. So look, I'm going to bring up another phenomenal woman to the stage so we can meet her and how amazing that she is. We have none other than Jennifer Cook. Look, let me tell y'all, this one right here. Woo! Jennifer, introduce yourself to the people.
Well, good evening, Angela, and audience. I'm Jennifer Cook, otherwise known as the Triple C CEO, the one that consistently builds class, confidence, and courage, hailing all the way from Charlotte, North Carolina, originally a native of New York, but now I've become a true Southern belle.
Look, I told y'all these women were handpicked, and these are the world's top 20 influential women being featured in the Her Fire magazine. I am so honored for you to be a part. You hold a dear space in my heart. So tell the people a little bit about, in your own words, what does it mean to be an influential woman?
To be an influential woman is somebody who can positively and impactfully speak into a person's life without either party knowing it, because you've left an influence, you've left a presence. And some things are not audible, some things are just felt, and it touches people's minds and their hearts, and then they begin to change.
Did she say without them even knowing it? Look, I love it because the one thing is it's very rare that you meet people that you have to stop in your tracks and say, hold on, that person just changed my life. That in itself is simply amazing in itself. So this is what I want you to do. I want you to take about 5 minutes. I want to encourage the people, those who looking to bring out that influence, who are looking to become that influential woman. So if you can, empower them for a little bit.
Well, one of the things that I would like to say simply is that you have to know yourself, because in order to be influential, you first have to know who you are. And once you know who you are, then I want you to tap into the spiritual aspect of yourself, whether that's through prayer, meditation, taking walks outside, because when you begin to embody your spiritual man, that will also transfer into your natural man. Also, I want people to take time and read, gain knowledge, because the more you know, the more confident you are. And the more confident you are, the more powerful you can speak. And the more powerful you speak, people are going to want to hear what you have to say. And before you know it, you will be one of the most highly sought after individuals. So really think about those things, knowing who you are, accessing the things of the spirit, whether it's through walking, reading, prayer, meditation. One of my things that I love to do that really helps me to build my level of influence, again, is that, as I said a few moments ago, is reading. I have read so many books over, I would say, the past 2.5 years. And so now when I'm in a room with people that I may or may not know, I can have conversations that are not just surface conversations, but conversations that can go deep, and conversations that people, they themselves will walk away and be like, wow, I just learned something. I think sometimes people think influence has to be major stuff, but no, it can be very simple, ordinary things that you would just never know. And then finally, another way that you can be more influential is guarding your circle, guarding your space. Who are you around? I believe some years ago, the radio show host, Michael Baston, he said, you are the sum total of the 5 people that you are around the most. Now, you may not be around these people physically the most, but maybe these are people that you text a lot, you FaceTime, you commenting on their social media and all of that jazz. So you have to be very careful who's in your circle and become aware of what's going on, what types of conversations are being had. Do they uplift you? Do they motivate you? Or when you finish having conversations with people, do you feel drained? So that too will also help you level up your influence game. And that is very, very important, ladies and gentlemen. And I am just so excited about the launch of this magazine, because I know it is going to be influential and leave impact in the lives of all those that subscribe, all those that read, all those that are even a part of it, in the making of it, it is definitely going to do some phenomenal things.
OMG. What did I tell y'all? This simply phenomenal. This is why she was chosen to be one of the world's top 20 influential women. Out of all the millions of women in the world, this woman right here, she's influential in her own way. Her presence alone, let me tell you about it. Her presence alone will cause you to want to come up to a place of influence. We're not talking about average women that do nothing in the world or be nothing in the world. We're talking about women that have paved the way for others, women that are speaking life and pouring into other women in some shape, form, or fashion. We're talking about the fashionista here. So what I want you to do is tell the people what you do and what services do you offer.
Well, my level of expertise, I am all about spiritual coaching. One of the things that is so important to me, and I echoed it a few moments ago, is really tapping into your spiritual being, because that in itself will make you vibrate on a totally different level. Because when you go inside and you do that inner work and you confront the issues of life that plague you and you begin to really heal from that stuff, now you can come out and just smile at the world. And when things happen, you have a better handle on it versus it having a handle on you. And so I am just one of those people. I'm a motivational speaker. I am a spiritual / life coach. I also have my own jewelry line. I am a, how do you put this? A leader in the beauty industry. I also love to make people feel beautiful on the outside, as well as I'm a single mother and still continuing to grow this portfolio, because as I grow my portfolio, that too brings a level of influence. Okay. Yes, I can proudly say I am a 6-figure single mother. Okay. And I love every bit of it because I am enjoying and living my best life.
Look, let me tell you something. I have some of the baddest women around me. Okay. This is why she was chosen to be one of the world's top 20 influential women, because of not just what you do, it's who you are for the people that are around you. And that's what makes you influential, that you're not using your authority, but you're using your presence, your abilities to help people tap into who they are. And that makes you influential. And that is the greatest form of influence that anybody can ever make on anybody else. And that I say thank you. I say thank you for who you are in my life. Thank you.
Well, don't make me cry because I can get really emotional.
We already been hearing that. Some people are already crying.
But the sentiment is the same, Angela, and I am Team Angela. I'm always here cheering for you. I'm praying for you. I will, walk with you when I can, and when I'm not, my spirit will be with you, because what you are doing is phenomenal. And you are leaving an influence for generations to come. And a wise woman not only invests in the now, but she also invests in the future. And that's what you're doing.
Thank you. That means a lot. And for me, is building relationships is so very important for me, because I realize some women never had that. Some women don't have their mothers in their life. Some women never had that opportunity to be close to another woman and be empowered. I truly understand that. And that's one. I have so many different things that drives me, but that's one of those things. And I salute you. I'm proud of you, and I'm proud for you, and I'm proud to be your sister and to share this amazing space with you. So thank you, thank you. Woo! Listen, these are some amazing, amazing, amazing women. So we're gonna keep this thing rolling. We're gonna keep it rolling. I have another woman coming up to the stage, none other than Jolie Rashawn, Jolie the Great. You Everyone, welcome Jolie the Great. Woo!
Hello, how are you?
Listen, I'm so super excited. Jolie was also handpicked to be a part of the world's top 20 influential women of the Her Fire magazine. I'm so super excited and honored to share this space with you as well. So let's tell the people a little bit in your own words, what does it mean to be an influential woman?
I think what it means for me is being the perfect example of authentic and the perfect example of pushing through and striving for greatness, not giving up. When we look at, people say there's no perfect person, but as we've discovered, being that perfect person is the space and the capacity that you're in right now. And what women want to see is other women who are not ashamed to show where they've been, but to also encourage where they're going, that there is, as they say, life after trauma. There is life after disappointment. So just being that full example of strength and determination.
I love it. I absolutely love it. So look, if you could take about 5 minutes, I want you to motivate and empower the people about what it means, how they can tap into this influential space so that they can show up in the world to be their most authentic self. The floor is yours.
Well, I feel like the first thing you need to do in order to show up in that space, to even start the process of being, that influential woman, is discovering who you are. Once you discover who you truly are, that starts your healing process. That allows you now to have a blank canvas to say, okay, I know where I've been. So now I'm discovering, what triggers me. And when I say trigger, it can be a happy trigger. It could be what makes me smile, what drives me, what puts me in the mode of never wanting to give up. And once you find that, you can start moving in a direction, because you have to look at this. Everyone is watching you, whether you're doing wrong or whether you're on the right path. So once you find what that purposeful path is, and you start discovering who you are, guess what? Women who don't know who they are, they're going to start wanting to know, okay, what is she doing? Because she's not the same person we remember. How is she getting there? So you're going to already start pulling people along to see what you're doing. So the first thing is just discovering who you are. The second thing is embracing your findings. If I know, and we talk about it all the time, of course, AB, we talk about it. We call it many different things. We talk about our FUPA, and we talk about this and how we want to change these things. But if once we embrace all of that, embrace whatever those I don't want to say flaws, but whatever those those areas of opportunities are, once you embrace them, it's easier to, change them or enhance them. And once you're embracing, you're loving who you are, you're loving everything about you, it causes you to move differently. When you love who you are, you can walk in being feminine. And being feminine is a big part of being an influence. Because if you're not walking and loving who you are, people see that shyness, they see that embarrassment energy on you. So embracing who you are, loving who you are, and then just, man, going for it. Not let me put it this way. It's okay to be fearful of the unknown as long as you are still determined to walk out in there. When you go to the beach, we don't know, you get to that point where the sand kind of go from under your feet and it scares you a little bit. But once you learn how to swim and you let that sand go and you find yourself, you can float, it takes that fear away. But if we never step out there a little bit to see that we can float, we can still move, we can still groove out there, we stay in that fearful place. Same way in our life. It's okay to step out in the deep. It's okay to take those chances. It's okay to be uncomfortable because our change is in the uncomfortable. So those are my 3 points. It has definitely got me a long way, and it's taught me a lot about what it's like or what it takes to be a big influence. And you'll notice people will start moving how you're moving in the same energy, in the same space, because they're trying to figure out, how can I change? You changed. I saw what you used to be. So how can I get some of that change? What do I need to do to become a better person? So.
And when I tell you guys that everything she just said, she really lives. And that hold on. And that is different. That is the difference. The women that was handpicked to be a part of the world's top 20 influential women, they live this thing. They live it. And I am so honored to call you my mentee, my client, my sister, my friend. I'm honored to share this space with you. I'm so very honored. So what does it mean for you to be chosen to be the world's top 20 influential women?
Well, sometimes I could be a woman of many words, but I will tell you that it has left me in awe. It has left me speechless because I don't take it lightly. And it encourages me to keep going, that I'm doing something right, that even in the midst of, when you're tired, when you're losing sleep, when you're uncomfortable, all these things, that, hey, you're on the right path. Keep going. Like, whatever it is you're seeking, it's almost there, and people notice you. They're noticing it. And I mean, who better than to recognize me than, the world's number one fire girl herself. I mean, because you have set the bar high. You have set the standard.
Wow.
So, I can only speak for me. Like, I'm striving because I know the bar you've set, and who does not want to reach those levels to where you can say, wow, look where I started. I can literally say, AB, wow, this is where I started 5 years ago. The one who kept saying, I don't know if I can do it, and I don't know if I want to do this, and am I deserving? Am I able to do this? Do I have the mental capacity? Do I have the strength to do it? And here I am now, and you're recognizing me as one of the top 20 influential women. So I'm beyond honored. Beyond honored.
You deserve it. You deserve. My thing is, I don't want to wait to acknowledge and honor people when they're gone. That I want to make sure that I give every woman their flowers and acknowledge them, especially the ones that people have looked over, deemed to be not in their inner circle or significant and all those things, that I take the influential position that God has given me to make sure I highlight great and amazing women such as yourself. And one magazine cannot even hold the greatness that you carry. Pages on a book cannot even hold the greatness. My magazine is honored to have you a part of its pages.
Thank you.
That's what I.
And, and come on here, cry now. And come on here, be teary-eyed. I thank you. I thank you, and it is such an honor, and I appreciate the words. I appreciate not just the words, but the action behind your words, because people can say things all day long, but thank you for the actions of showing me that I deserve it. So I appreciate you.
You're welcome. I'm telling you, these women are simply amazing. But I have some more for you. I have some more for you. So at this time, I want to bring up Jessica Moore to the stage.
Oh, hi.
Hey, Jessica.
Hi, how are you?
I am well, and yourself?
I'm doing well.
Awesome. Let me tell y'all, we have another amazing woman, Jessica Moore, that has been featured and handpicked to be a part of the world's top 20 most influential. So, Jessica, I'm so honored. So tell us in your own words, what does it mean to be an influential woman?
So to me, to be an influential woman means to own your story and own your truth, stand on your story and not in your story. And then taking that pain that you went through and turning it into your purpose. So I just believe that, no matter what our past looks like, we can always write a new chapter in our life, and we can always go back and help those who may be going through what we've been through in the past. And I believe that's what it really means to just be influential, make a difference in not only your life, but the life of the people that's looking up to you and following after you.
I love it. Let me tell you, drop the mic. I love it. I love it. So if you would be so kindly to spend about 5 minutes, give us some nuggets of how the listener can tap into that influential place. Because sometimes women don't know what they have.
Yes. Yeah. So
Okay.
You said what?
And so talk a little bit about that.
Okay, so I would just say, like, if you are a woman who wants to make a difference, who wants to influence others, who wants to put your mark and your stamp on the world, the first thing that I would say is just like overcome that fear that may be holding you back. A lot of times as women, we've been through so much, and sometimes that hinders us from going after what it is that we want in life. So the first thing I would say is to overcome that fear, step over that, and it's okay, because at the end of the day, none of us are perfect. All of us are just out here winging it and trying our best. The next thing that I would say is to do it. Well, no, that's part of the first one. So definitely do it afraid. So that's my little hashtag for that part. And then the next thing I would say is surround yourself with people who are going where you want to go. You should be able to look at your circle, and you don't need to be the smartest person in the room. And then also, like, some of your friends might intimidate you, and that's okay, because stepping out of your comfort zone and surrounding yourself with people that's where you want to be, that's going to motivate you and push you to keep going. And so I know for me personally, I like to put myself in spaces where I challenge where I am so that I can grow to the next level and best version of myself. The next thing that I would say is realize that this journey, for one, it is a journey. Like a lot of times we living in this microwave society, so we want things to happen right away. But once you get to a point where you realize that it's a journey, and falling in love with that journey is going to help you to embrace those, embrace where it is that you're going. And so realize that it's you against you. So I'm always like looking back at where I was 6 months ago, 3 months ago, 1 year ago, and that's my only comparison. So I'm just, comparing the best version of myself. I'm always like trying to elevate and grow and just become a better version of myself. So that's what I would say. I don't think I got like a whole 5 minutes worth. But that's the main thing, is just to do it afraid, surround yourself with the right people, and then realize that this journey is just you against you.
Let me tell you, that's good. You know how many people who do not know that or how to embody that? That's simply phenomenal. So tell everybody what you do, what service that you offer, if you have a business, all those amazing things.
Yeah, so I am a visionary author of the book Embracing Imperfections. And then I am the founder of Own Your Story Publishing, where I help women to own their stories by teaching them how to do compilation books. So for women that just want to, create their own movement, like I've had my books before, and then I teach them how to create their own movement and grow their brand with a book, and just give them expertise, and then help them with speaking on stages. So that's who I am and what I do.
Awesome. I absolutely love it. So look, what I'm going to do right now, I'm going to bring all these amazing women back in. We just gonna just dive into a little bit of this fire, just a little bit, right? So look, ladies, where y'all at? Awesome. So look, we have Coach Lee, we have Jennifer, we have Catherine Mitchell, we have Jolie. These are just 5 of the top influential women in the world. So if you guys have never heard of these women, I need you to write their names down. Go ahead and Google these women, search these women, get connected with these women. We talking about the world's top influential women, not women who are just all about themselves, not women who are just going through life with no purpose, but these are women, they are making their mark, they are making history in this world. So women, what would be one thing that you will say to a woman and she feel like she's not influential? What would you say?
What we say to a woman who feels like she's not influential?
Mm-hmm.
Give yourself grace. Sometimes we can be so hard on ourselves and we miss the fact that wherever we are, there's somebody who is trying to get to that point. And we are so busy tearing ourselves down, thinking we're not good enough, but we're just going through the process. So we have to learn to give ourselves grace and be thankful for every achievement and every accomplishment that we get to. It makes me think of when you're little and every little inch, your parents used to, or some parents mark your growth on the wall. And then after a certain amount, you go back and look and you like, man, I'm way up here. Look where I started. Sometimes we have to mentally mark the wall of where we're getting to and see the growth. Even if it may be a small accomplishment, it's something where we weren't, there the day before. So
this is what I would say. Can
Come on, tell us.
I say what AB say? AB
What you say,
will
AB?
say the doctor said it's a girl. That's the doctor said it is a girl. Just the fact alone that we were born women makes us influential. Some women use it for bad. Some women use it to uplift people. Some women abuse it, and some women don't know the power of being a womb man. And the fact that we were created to give life, that hands down make us influential. Period. Because God gave us the gift to bring life. God gave us this thing called feminine power. And with that feminine power, we can build lives. That would be the most powerful thing. If you are listening and you don't know your full capacity of your feminine power, tap into that. Tap into the fact that you are a girl. Tap into the fact that you are a woman and all the qualities and characteristics that you have. That alone can change your life and your perspective. I don't know about you, but it took me a long time to see myself as powerful. It took me a long time to see myself as valuable. But look, honey, the girl I got a magazine. The girl traveled all over the world with the Her Fire Tour, created a movement of other powerful and influential women. This little girl from the east side of Detroit, who was raped and molested by 6 different men from 5 to 19. This little girl who could barely read or write. This little girl helped other little girls, such as yourselves, played a part of you blossoming and continue to evolve as women. So I am honored to have you in this space of the Her Fire magazine. I'm honored. So anybody else?
Yes, I'm from Detroit too. Okay, come through there.
Anybody else?
Yeah, I would say stop, breathe in and out, embrace yourself. And embrace you. Give yourself a hug. You matter. You matter. You matter.
Matter. Oh. Whew.
Of course, hashtag me first.
Okay.
First.
Look, I am having a time spending with you ladies. Jennifer, what would you say?
Something that I've told myself to help me come with the darkest seasons of my life is you are a designer's original. When God made you, he threw away the blueprint. There is nobody else that can be you better than you. Bottom line.
Come on now.
Baby, look, I'm going to use that. God, right that blueprint, he destroyed it because he knew this world can't even hold another AB.
That's right.
This world couldn't even handle another AB, another Jessica, another Alicia, another Catherine, another Jennifer, another Jolie. Throw it away. I always say that I'm going to be the best me possible because I decided me was enough. Me was enough. I don't care if I don't pronounce all the words right. I don't care if you see a misspelled word. Me is enough. And if I'm enough, I'm going to gather other women that is enough, and we're going to share the space, and we're going to create something amazing like we did of this edition of the Her Fire magazine. I'm so super excited. Anybody else? Jessica?
Yes, I'm definitely excited. And then I would say to another woman that everything you ever wanted is on the other side of fear in your comfort zone. And just stepping out and just doing it. So you gotta just do it. And you never know what opportunity is gonna come your way with people, just circumstances, situations. So you just gotta do it afraid. And just remember that everything you've ever wanted is on the other side of your comfort zone and fear.
I love it. I love it. Catherine?
I would just want to say, I would want to just tell her that she can, she either have a choice to either be classy, luxury, BMW, so that she can build the best version of herself and live the lifestyle that she desired to live? Or do you want to be that Ford Tempo? Which one would you rather be?
Or she's getting kind of sassy. Which one you rather be, honey? I love it. I love it. I told you these women are simply amazing, simply amazing. Ladies, thank you. We have more women to bring up to the forefront and acknowledge. We have 20. This is just 5, right? We have 20. With me being one of the top 20 I could not forget me, AB.
Baby.
Amazing, amazing. Thank you, ladies. We're gonna keep this show rolling, 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 rolling. Thank you, ladies, for being a part of the Her Fire magazine. You guys were handpicked. I do not take this lightly at all. And by the way, go ahead and get your copies at www.angelabrandenterprise.com or www.herfiretour.com and get your copy of the magazine so that you can say that I got a copy of this magazine and I witnessed history being made. We are talking about the world's top influential women, the world's top 20 influential women. That is history in itself. So, you guys, we will be back with more women to come.
Grand day, everyone. Hi, I am Cynthia J., your psalmist, your birthing doula, and herbalist. This is truly an honor and a blessing. What makes an influential woman is a woman who inspires and encourages, who uplifts, who motivates, who walks in the light, who seasons the earth. That is what an influential woman is. 3 points to show you what has made me an influential woman. I had to learn to walk in a dunanimous character, a woman of grace, a woman that inspires, a woman that encourages, a woman who honors the Most High, who honors and just prostrates at the throne of grace. A woman, when she walks in the room, all eyes hit right on her. Her light shines without even having to speak a word. That is the influential woman. Those are the 3 points, the major 3 points. But you heard others in there. So remember, to be a woman of courage, to be a woman of integrity, to walk in the likeness, in the light of God. Because when you do this, you season the earth. You are the salt of the earth. You do not desire nor want your season to be tainted. So walk in the season, walk in the guidance, and walk in the light. And that is what makes an influential woman. Peace and blessings, and God bless.
Hi, my name is Angela M. Mitchell, and my idea of an influential woman is a woman who possesses the power, the strength, and the resilience to make a positive impact on others, on other women, and just to make a positive change. And that means being a leader, it means being authentic, and it means being resilient, right? And I think that's what makes me an influential woman. It's not about me being influential by myself, but it is about also shining the light and influencing other women and inspiring and empowering other women to greatness. I think for other women to become influential or to show themselves as influential women, I think they need to embrace their unique voice. Embrace your unique voice, ladies. Your perspective, your voice is important. It is needed. People are waiting for it. Embrace your authenticity and let that voice be heard, right? I think another one is to cultivate strong leadership skills. Leadership skills are so important because other women look for you. You know, you are a leader within your own right, no matter what it is you're leading in, no matter what your job description or what your calling is in this world, you are a leader of some type. And I think having those strong skills is a part of being an influential woman. And I also think that lastly, and most importantly, at least it's most important to me, is to lift as you rise. I think that's like the number one thing, man. Pay it back. When you reach a certain level, or when you reach the other side of pain, when you get to the other side and you get to that greatness and that abundance that you've been praying for, that God put you here to receive, it is your duty to go back and get somebody else. It's your duty to go back and get another sister who is struggling like you may once have struggled. So that's it, man. Embrace your unique voice and perspective. Be a strong leader, cultivate strong leadership skills, and go back and get other women. Lift as you climb.
My name is Lorraine Stewart Whyte. I am a leadership coach, and I am an influential woman. What makes me an influential woman is my experience in life, the fact that I have so many experiences to share with others, the message that I've been through, that I can, what I've learned from, how I've overcome, to share with others. The knowledge that I have obtained throughout the years through those messages, and to become who I am today. That's what makes me an influential woman. God has placed that power within me to empower others and uplift others and to encourage others to be who God wants them to be. God placed a responsibility put the responsibility in our hands to be who He wants us to be. And there are so many individuals out there that are not able to be who God has called them to be because they don't have someone to encourage them, empower them, or even to uplift them to the point of where God has called them to. That's why I am here to help them along the way, and to be one of the influential women in the top 20. That means that I have a responsibility in the society. I have a responsibility to God. I have a responsibility to my family to do all of what I need to do to make sure that I am encouraging others to expand on their life and so they can encourage others. My name is Lorraine.
Well, you guys, we have had such an amazing time talking to all the women that have been handpicked to be the world's top 20 influential women. But we have another woman that's coming to brace us and tell her journey about what it's like and what it's been like to be chosen as one of the top 20 influential women. So we want to bring in Coach Lee. That's right. We got two Coach Lees that are part of this magazine feature. Coach Lee.
Hey, hey.
Welcome, welcome, welcome. We're going to dive right in. How do it feel to be chosen to be one of the 20th top women, influential women in the world? How does that feel?
It's a privilege. It's an honor. It's a blessing, like to be honored, like to be chosen.
Right. I'm one of those people that I don't believe in giving people flowers when they're gone. Like, I want you to be able to smell your roses. I want you to be able to feel and to see that somebody thought enough about you to pick you to be one of the influential women. So with that being said, what does it mean to be an influential woman?
I think for me, being an influential woman, it's about being honored, to be a leader, to be a motivator, to be an encourager, to be someone who essentially does exactly what you do, who gives them their flowers while they're alive, who tells people that you are enough, you can do it, you motivate them, you encourage them, you uplift them, you're there to be the shoulder that they need to uplift them.
Yeah. How important do you think that is in where we are today?
I think that it's hands down important because as women, we play so many roles in life that we often put ourselves on the back burner. So when you can have other women who can motivate you, encourage you, uplift you, and let you know that you're doing good, you're enough, you're needed, you're worthy, you're loved. I think it's what we need to see that other women are in power and are leading and that you too can do it.
Yeah. So what is it that you do to help influence and empower other women in this world?
So I'm a productivity and accountability coach, and I'm all about helping women find the hidden time in their day. Because like I said, as women, we play so many roles in life that we also often put ourselves on the back burner and we neglect our goals, our passions, and our purpose. So I'm all about helping you find that hidden time in your day so you can pour back into yourself, because in pouring back into yourself, you then open yourself up to have more room to pour into others.
I love it. I love it. So if you have time, can you just take about 5 to 10 minutes and just drop some nuggets on how somebody that may be listening wanted to tap into the influential woman on the inside of them?
Okay. I would say if you're ready to tap into who you are as a woman, to tap into your influence and your influence that you're looking to have on others in the world, it's about first knowing who you are, owning who you are, because you can't give from an empty cup. So often we try to pour from an empty cup and to give the first fruits of ourselves to other people, but we have to stop giving everybody the first of us and instead give them the rest of us. And I know that sounds backwards and sounds bad because it's better to give than to receive, but you have to first give to you. Pour into you, fill your cup, because in filling your cup, when you get that overflow that you're giving to other people, because you gave from a place of you being full, then when you give to them, it just continues to keep your cup full and continues to keep you running and moving forward. So I would say that if you're looking to truly own who you are, take back your power, take your control, you have to start first with knowing who you are. And if you don't know who you are, you have to get to the root of who you are. And oftentimes that means sitting in silence. You have to get still and get silent with yourself to know who you are and know what it is that you want. Figure out what you really want, because in playing all the different roles that we play in life, whether that be a 9-to-5 worker, a mother, a spouse, a partner, an entrepreneur, all the different roles that we play, we have to own first who we are. And if we're doing all these things for other people because we feel that they are more worthy than us, we're starting out wrong. So you have to get to who you are, get silent with yourself, get still with yourself, spend some time journaling, meditating, praying, whatever is your thing. But spend time with yourself to really get to know yourself. And in getting to know yourself, you need to get to know and understand what it is that you truly want in this life. Because once you understand what you want in life, like they say, get to your why. Get to your why. Like, why am I here? Why do I want to do this? And that's a question that I often have my clients ask themselves. Why? Why do you want to do this? Why are you doing it? And why? Like, what's the purpose? Like, literally understand the why behind anything and everything that you're looking to do. Because in understanding that why, that's going to help you get to who you are. And once you know who you are, as you go through life, as you go through the day, the weeks, and the months, always checking yourself with why. Every time you put something on that to-do list, every time you say yes to something, every time you say no to something, ask yourself why. Am I doing it because in saying yes or in saying no or in doing this, I'm moving myself closer to where it is that I want to be? Because if not, make sure you're doing it for you and not doing it for other people, because fill your cup first and give to them from the overflow. So if you want to be influential, if you want to take back your power, if you want to own who you are, know who you are first, get to the root of who you are and why it is that you're doing anything. And then from there, you can show up and own it and be the powerful woman that you're meant to be.
See, this is why, you guys, she was handpicked to be one of the top 20 most influential women. She just dropped some niggas on y'all. And some of y'all take the words that she spoke and y'all always hear me say, and a lot of other women leaders say, you have to make sure your cup is full. You have to give from the overflow and not giving from the hurt, the pain, and the trauma and all the things we experience as being leaders. Now, this thought just came to me. Let's talk about a little bit about the weight of women in leadership, the weight of women being influential. How have you experienced that, and how do you handle the weight?
I'm not sure that I honestly have felt the weight. I think some of the weight that we often feel is the pressure that we're putting on ourselves because we look to other people and we go to that comparison game, or we're looking at the men that are in the field. And if you're the first woman in this field, you look at yourself and you're like, can I really do it? Because I'm a coach. Like I say, I'm a productivity and coach throughout, but I'm a criminal defense attorney by day. And as a woman, and as a Black woman, yes, sometimes people look at me and think that I can't do it, but I let my work speak for myself. So I think a lot of times we have to stop letting others dictate us and just open your mouth, show up, and own the room. Like, let your words and let your actions speak for themselves. And I think the best way to, like, I guess, shoulder that burden is to do just that. If you want to compare yourself to anybody, compare yourself to yourself. You know the potential that you have within you. You know your own power. So own that and decide, how am I going to show up in this time and with this time?
I'm just going to sit and let that just sit right there so you guys can digest what she just said. Because a lot of women feel like leadership is a weight, and sometimes is what we inflate and what we take on from everybody else, and especially the expectations of what we should do for people and not what we supposed to do for people. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. How can they get in contact with you?
Well, I am, like I said, I'm a criminal defense attorney by day, so I had to make Coach Lee about the law a little bit. I'm legally.me everywhere, and that's LEGALLEE.me. That's Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, LinkedIn, all the places. Website as well as legally.me.
So look, if you are an influential leader and you say, you know what, I need some accountability because I can't manage my time. I'm all over the place doing things but everybody else. You need to get a Coach Lee so she can get you together. So go to legalme.coachlee, right?
Legally.me.
Legally.me and book a session to see how she can help you get your productivity and your accountability in check so you really can show up to be that influential leader. Look, guys, I'm so excited that you guys tuned in, heard from a lot of the women that were featured, the videos that were shown, the pictures, and all those amazing things. And remember, go and get your copy of the Her Fire magazine, the world's top 20 most influential women. And look, what I want you to do, all these women that has been featured in the Her Fire Tour magazine, what I say Her Fire Tour, I'm so used to saying Her Fire Tour. The Her Fire magazine, I want you to write their names down, Google them, get in contact with them. These are some of the world's greatest women, and just scratches the surface of what they're going to be doing in this world. Don't wait to say, I remember her. When? I want you to say, she coached me as I elevated, as she elevated. I connected with her. And by connecting with her, this is where I am now. Don't wait 5 years and 10 years and say, okay, now I'm ready. You've heard from all these amazing speakers. Oh, yeah, of course. Yeah, I'm one of those, right? All these amazing women, there's all kinds of authors, coaches, speakers, attorneys, women, just educated women that are doing their thing in the world. And guess what? They don't have the hustle mentality. They don't have the grind mentality. They have the mentalities. I am building an infrastructure. I am building this vision. I am building my empower. And I understand if I have to build the next 5 years, the next 10 years, I'm willing to do what I need to do and be who I need to be as I'm building. I don't want to wait until they at the end and say, sis, I've been watching you for the last 5 years. You've been doing your thing. I want to do it now because this is a prophetic word of where they're going. I need y'all to get that. I can see where these women are going, and that's why God placed these women on my heart, and we connected to be a part of this amazing feature of the Her Fire magazine. So go ahead to www.angelabrandenterprise.com and get your copy of the Her Fire. I got Her Fire, Her Fire, Her Fire, Her Fire. And my mind is Her Fire Tour, Her Fire Tour. This contact either one of these women so that you can get connected to whatever they're doing, a part of the magazine and all those amazing things. And you know what? Do you have anything else you want to say, Alicia, Coach Lee, before we sign out?
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. And now, women, it's time for you to level up. Influence comes from leading, and oftentimes we become leaders not because we asked to, but because we showed up and others saw it in us. So own your potential and show up.
Look at that, y'all. Y'all already know. I will see y'all in the fire. Y'all be blessed.